Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the grand final of Perth Rocket League. Weekly number 5, 3v3 tournament, of course. Last Spartans taking on St. RLOz now. Heading into this matchup, of course, we have to remember that the last Spartans have a 1-game advantage, making their way here through the winners bracket. St. RLOz require 3 games, the last Spartan only requiring 2. Players have joined up, getting ready to go. My name is Renkeyz, of course. I'm joined by Dr. Maggie, casting alongside me, and Byza, the wonderful host in the background, doing a great job so far. We're going to head in the kickoff. Dr. Maggie, are you excited for this matchup?
Oh, I'm so excited. Watching St. RLOz this whole game has been fantastic to see, and obviously RLOz is a friend of mine, so seeing them go up against these guys, and hopefully we'll get to see a good close match.
Absolutely. RLOz saw over that kickoff. Fu as it floats out for him, able to get the first touch there with only 6 seconds. Gets the goal on the board. Dribbles off that sideball, won't be able to connect. Zoe throwing this downfield. Fu banned in defense. This one clear. Lumino, good pass into the center. Will be Saintly to throw this one down range. It's actually on target. RLOz gets the save out to the side. Dribbles to try and return it in. RLOz a touch out of the corner. Fu now plays this one forward. Looking for a pass play perhaps. Trying to loop around and get that one pushed out off the backboard. Saintly's there for the clear. Zoe now aiming top shelf. RLOz there for another save. Lumino off the side will be RLOz up in the end. Sorry, up in the air. Trying to put this down the other end of the field. Lumino to Fu, broken down by Saintly. Floating forwards, Gibbles trying to get in the back before a shot bounces off the curb. And the demo comes out from Lumino onto Saintly. Zoe does manage to get the touch over Lumino, but he will put that far post. However, he's put it a little bit wide. Won't manage to find its way into the back of the net. A lot of back and forth there in this first minute.
Yeah, definitely. As we saw in the first game with last Spartans, they seemed a bit unsure of each other, but this game they seem to definitely, the practice over the rest of the tourney has got them very much used to each other. They always seem to be exactly where they need to be at the moment.
As you were saying at the end of the last game, this is a matchup that we haven't seen yet tonight. RLOz and, of course, last Spartans, they did not meet up in the upper bracket. St. RLOz were knocked down to the losers bracket. The last Spartans able to find their way all the way here to the grand final. So this is a new experience. And it's a little bit harsh if you're St. RLOz because, of course, it's less time for them to try and figure out how last Spartans are working. They can't afford to drop 2 games. If they drop 1 game, it's match point. They'll need to win the rest there, and Zoe will pick up the reply goal with 2 minutes 59 remaining.
So he's starting this game the same way she finished the last, with a goal.
Yeah, but as I was saying, it's going to be tough for St. RLOz. The last Spartans only need 2 games to win this series. Fu past RLOz, a little bit of freestyle. Perhaps was the thing that made RLOz miss that ball. A little bit too confident, I might say. It is 1-1. It's not like there's a huge lead. And fair enough, they have the 1-game advantage, but they don't want to give anything to St. RLOz. The more time they give RLOz to figure out the last Spartans, the worse it's going to be for them. They want to put as many goals in the back of the net and really crush the hopes and dreams. It's a good pass out from Saintly to Gibbles, who has changed his name back from Gia.
Damn.
Zoe now off the backboard. RLOz to break that one down and clear it out. Challenge from Gibbles. Temporarily keeps it in the midfield here. It's going to be a challenge from RLOz onto Saintly, but Saintly quicker to the ball. Fu, the touch over the top of Saintly there, keeping up with it nicely. It's another touch into the corner, finds it past Gibbles, pass back to RLOz. Zoe's got to come out for that clear. Gibbles forward for Zoe, a little bit late on that flick, won't find it at the back of the net. Lumino was in a very tough spot, right deep in the back of the net. Fu gets the save off the back of Saintly's shot and then gets the clear out. Following around, it's going to be Saintly off the backboard, leaves it open for Fu, gets the second save there. Really well played to Saintly. Lumino now ball control, trying to flick that one down on the ground for a bounce pass across through midfield. Fu was sitting back waiting for it, has to come through with the challenge there, can't find it past Zoe. Lumino around. It's Saintly to clear once again. Lamasaur over the top. Zoe won't get that for that save. Well played to Lamasaur, and Byza in the background pointing out he's doing a great job of spectating. Zoe actually had no boost, picked up the 12 boost pad then, used a bit of it to try and reach it, but in the end it was a fruitless effort. Lamasaur just taking complete advantage of the poor positioning in defense.
Yeah, just unlucky there for RLOz. But I wonder if the last Spartans are probably coming in this with a lot of confidence, but they definitely don't want to underestimate RLOz because we've seen them, they're a strong team and they can bring it back, you know.
Oh yeah.
We've seen them come back from losses, and I'd say any underestimation of this team is not going to do the last Spartans well.
Absolutely, and you know we just saw in the lower finals there, the St. RLOz, they did a great job of turning it around off the back foot. Lumino trying to find that one past Saintly. But as you said, last Spartans, they're coming into this with perhaps a lot of confidence, and they're certainly within the right to do that. Coming from the grand final, they've got that one game advantage. They know that this isn't as hard for them as it is for St. RLOz. And of course, it's quite intimidating for St. RLOz heading up against a team like the last Spartans as well. Really well-known players. Lamasaur, not really extremely well-known outside of WA, but of course, Fu, he's really well-known. You don't hear too much about Lumino. It's a name that I don't believe I've heard before, and as the ball touches the ground there, it will be the last Spartans picking up game 1, 2-1.
Just reading the chat there. According to Behemoth, who's going under the tag Mutt Dogs at the moment, he claims that the llama in ancient Roman times was actually a llama farmer. That's where Lamasaur got his name from, or the team name from. Whether that's true or not, we'd have to do the research, but
It's a very interesting theory. Mm-hmm. Of course, Behemoth is part of the team, so whether he's trying to troll chat or not remains to be seen, and I'm sure he'll keep that to himself, because that just gives him the power in chat. Now, of course, this is an important game. Right now, RLOz already require a reverse sweep, because with that win that last Spartans just picked up, it's now match point for them. Best of 5, they only need 3 wins. They already had 1 at the beginning. Fu now already looking for an early goal, might find it, a bit short of the post there. Lamasaur trying to keep it away from Gibbles. Zoe comes through. Gibbles now, maybe a pass play, can't get it to Zoe in time. So a little bit out of position as well. Saintly, it's a good throw back into the half. A bit of volleyball action happening there off the backboard. Gibbles does manage to find it into the corner away from the net. Lumino, a good pass back out to Lamasaur. Will be Fu come through. A little bit of confusion on the shot there from Fu, I think. Maybe expected Lamasaur to finish that one, and with the whiff from Lamasaur, Fu had no time to react. Off the backboard again, Lumino tried to find that and smack it down. Fu returns it in, and the save is not there in time. It's just redirected into the back of the net regardless. Within 1 minute, 10 seconds, Fu picks up the first goal.
3 defenders in goal there, but none of them able to unfortunately block that. Just coming in a bit too fast, I think.
There we go, Lamasaur with the first touch. Saintly tap this one back out. Gibbles to clear further into the last Spartans half. They really need to find something early in this game and then progress on that as much as they can. Oh, it's actually just going to go in. Lamasaur finding that last touch back there from the original clear. If you watch this from his perspective, that's all it took. Saintly wasn't able to get the touch. As it turns out, Zoe a little bit late on the jump up. does find its way into the far post. RLOz, perhaps not really expecting that to go in, but I'm sure he'll take it. 3 minutes 33 remaining, already 2 goals up. Are the last Spartans. Plenty of time to bring this back from St. RLOz, but you know, they went into the first game that was played, which was effectively game 2 with low confidence. This effectively being game 3. They've got to be feeling a little bit down on their luck right now.
Yeah, maybe a little bit panicked as well, which it could be what's causing a few of these mistakes. They're having every so often having these little mess ups that are really giving the last Spartans the advantage, and they need to just take a moment, take a breath, and focus.
Absolutely. Kia in chat saying, "Come on, RLOz, you got this." Cheering on the team that he just faced up against, and he of all people will know just what these guys are capable of. Saintly just finding the top bar there, so close. RLOz clears towards the open net. Saintly can't do anything about it. That's really going to put a dent in the confidence, even more so now. 3-0. Over half the game remains, 2 minutes 41. But it's looking harder and harder as the game goes on.
It really is. I just want RLOz to really pull something out. I would love that moment. The last Spartans just coming at them a lot harder than they're defending. You know.
Yeah.
They need to push a bit further, push a bit more, and defend a bit better. Because that's been an open goal about 3 times now.
Unfortunately, it's difficult to do that. If you want to push more and commit more players to try and get the balls on the board, which I agree is what they've got to do, you are going to leave an open net. And unfortunately, right now, the last Spartans just have the accuracy on those long clears, and they're waiting. That's all they're doing right now. They're playing smart defense. They're waiting for the challenge to come through from St. RLOz. Mistakes are being made, which is what the last Spartans are taking advantage of with those long clears onto the open net. What we need to see overall is better offense, and there's something. Gibbles getting the pass across off the back of the dribble towards Zoe. If you watch this, maybe baiting out the challenge. Lumino had to come out early there. Thought that it might have been Saintly going for the shot, but Zoe, patience pays off on that far wing there. Does come out for the shot. So 4-1, 2 minutes 12 remain. 3 goals required still, and as I said, possible. But last Spartans are playing a very smart defensive game here. It's a matter of, was that goal just a bit of a mistake from last Spartans, or is that St. RLOz trying to figure this out and coming up with a smarter offensive play here?
And hopefully that's exactly what it is, because I mean they're learning these players, and as you said before, they're 1 game down, unfortunately, which gives them less time to get used to them. But hopefully this is what's happening right now, is they're learning where they can find those gaps in the Spartans' defense. Call for the comeback train there from Byza.
That's a nice shot as well from Gibbles. A bit of a wrong foot, as you call it. The defender was sweeping across net, and Gibbles places it top left. It's too difficult for the defender to be able to slow the momentum of the car down and get the double jump up for the save. There he goes, Zoe with the touch, sends it towards Gibbles. This is smart play now. Instead of just smashing it down the field, Gibbles takes control, heads it on the side wall, pass across, but RLOz's there for that save and clear out. Lumino trying to find it over the top of Zoe, can't do so. Sends it off the ceiling. Zoe retreats out. Saintly has time to go for this one. A long ball forward. Off the backboard, Lumino trying to get this one cleared out. Gibbles again, aiming for that top left, it seems. Gets the demo into Fu there. Temporary 2v3. Fu has respawned though. Zoe won't be able to get the touch as it bounces down off the ceiling. Illumino to clear out, returned by Saintly. RLOz had all the time in the world there, but just giving away possession. Gibbles just trying to keep it on the wall to work for a pass. Smart play from Gibbles here. Gets it across in the center of the field, but Fu there for the near post save. For Gibbles, off this slide ball. Other side of the field now. Saintly throws this one down. Fu will get the clear out back onto the left half of the field for St. RLOz. Lumino finds the challenge there from Gibbles and wins it past. The backboard, Saintly needs a big touch. He's not going to get it. Zoe has to come through and put this one forward. Slowed down by RLOz. Saintly wants to roll onto the backboard, but Lumino clears across goal safely. Fu now. This is a good play forward. Saintly, it's a bad challenge. And Fu should have capitalized there, but saw Zoe coming in defense, rushed it a little bit. Gibbles might find it, but it's cleared by RLOz. And with the seconds counting down, that might be it. I believe the last Spartans have clean sweep St. RLOz.
Oh, it so looked like they were about to get a goal right at the end there. Oh.
And this is it's tough. I mean, you got to say GG, well played to say RLOz. Coming from a casting perspective, I'm used to casting best of fives in a double elimination style. The simple fact that this tournament, right now if it was double elimination, it's already 12 past 10 at night. So if you had to play another whole best of five, it does run a bit late. It's getting on towards 11 p.m. sometimes. So player feedback decided that no, a one-game advantage would be appreciated, and that's what has been given. Last Spartans, they only needed the 2 games, and that's exactly what they got. So as quickly as it was started, it's already over in favor of Last Spartans. They played really strong tonight, got here through the winners bracket, clean sweeped in the grand final, a deserving win if you ask me, Dr. Maggie.
Yeah, definitely. They worked their butts off, and I mean they're a fairly new team, but by the end of the tournament, they were just playing so well together and just able to predict each other really, really well, which was fantastic. RLOz, though, I really enjoyed watching them tonight. They were a great team to watch, very fun, and so I look forward to seeing them next time.
Absolutely, and yeah, you were pointing out that they're a new team, so perhaps not really at first working together that well, but they do have actual pure playtime on their side. Of course, looking at Fu, he's currently got close to 1,250 hours on record. Lumino, if we take a look at him, his profile's private, so we can't really tell, but I do know that RLOz has been playing for an extremely long amount of time. He's got 1,788 hours on record. So these guys, they've got time on their side, pure game time. It doesn't take too long, it seems, for these guys to figure out how they play, and in the end, the chemistry and synergy was there for them, especially in this grand final.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see what happens next week.
Exactly. It's
all right, guys. I thought I'd just chime in and say thank you very much, Renkeyz and Dr. Maggie. I've been quiet. I thought I'd just say hello to everyone out in the world. Gets up. Nah, look, fantastic series all night long. Good to see the teams participating, especially so close to the Christmas break. From what I know, ladies and gentlemen, doing a bit of house cleaning, we probably will be coming back next Wednesday. It will be the last one for the year, and then it will be on a break until January. But I think small tournaments will run a little, as closely together, because it's not so much effort to put it together, and I'm sure players out there want to be looking to play, especially in the holiday break. So next week we will have one. That'll be
the 21st.
Yeah, I will confirm it, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know. So make sure you get yourself into the Perth Rocket League Discord, or you follow the Twitter. That's where you'll find out where everything is. Or if you're following me, I usually spam a whole lot as well. So not to annoy people, but yeah, I do it just to get that promotion out. And I tell you what, Renkeyz and Dr. Maggie, it's been fantastic. And actually watching the last 5 weeks of the Rocket League scene in Perth, it's been improving and getting a lot better. So really happy with it.
Absolutely, I got to agree with you there, Byza. It's growing slowly but surely, and to be fair to Perth Rocket League, they started very late in the year, and I think this just goes to show that next year is going to be even stronger.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you very much for joining in tonight for the Perth Rocket League February week number 5. The Last Spartans, you'll win a clean sweep over St. RLOz. I think I said that right. I was saying Rizzo before. I don't know. I get lost with it.
It's RLOz, as in RLO, but RLZO.
Oh, right. See, I still stuffed it, ladies. Anyways, Last Spartans, take it. This is week number 5 completed. Renkeyz, Byza, and Dr. Maggie signing out. We'll see you guys later.